This is podcast number 1 based on online professionalism. And then this is our special guest today. His name is Graham. Do you think that it's important for teachers to be aware of what they post on social media?
I feel like it's important for everyone to think about what they post on social media, but it's especially important for teachers, healthcare professionals, people that work with younger students, trying to mentor them and show them how to teachers' jobs are to shape students' minds and teach them what they should be doing and not what they shouldn't be doing. So if they see oh, my teacher goes out every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and gets blackout drunk, and then all they see is you in class Monday through Friday being professional, how are they supposed to be able to see that difference? And,
I also feel like they won't respect you.
Right. And it's hard for younger students. In elementary school, they probably won't see it, but their parents will see it. How are their parents supposed to be this is who my son or daughter's learning from? And then once you get to high school, they're they do it, why can't I? And in high school, they can find you easier. They have phones, they have social media, they have Facebook, they can follow you and see what you post. They have Snapchat, they can see what you post. They have everything that the teacher would have, and they're well, if my teacher posts this, then why couldn't I do this? So, teachers have to be aware of what they put. Everyone that's supposed to be a mentor for younger people have to think about what they're posting, what they're showing as socially acceptable, what they're showing as if you were doing it, then why your students couldn't? Because you can't say no, don't go drinking, and then you post, oh, you're drinking.
Yeah. I also think teachers need to keep their private and personal lives
private and personal.
away from the school, because you can also get into a lot of trouble.
Right.
If you're also causing distractions, because then if students know what you're doing on the weekends or whatever, and they go back to school, that's going to cause a distraction, because they're not going to focus on what you're teaching. They're going to focus on what you did over the weekend.
Right.
And what you posted.
And it can start rumors of people that weren't there saying something happened that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's the thing about sharing and posting too, is things can get manipulated so quickly into a non-accurate representation of you.
Right.
And that also damages your reputation.
It doesn't matter what you say at that point. No, that didn't happen. Okay, well, I have 15 students telling me it did against you who I can see you're drunk saying it didn't.
Yeah. Another point is never post anything where you would think it would make your students or a group of parents or your social media platform uncomfortable. That's just another thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that teachers are held to a higher standard than other professions?
I mean, yeah, because they see you Monday through Friday, 8 to 3, and they're supposed to be learning from you. Depending on, once you get in high school, you're seeing 7 different teachers, but in elementary school and middle school, you have the same teacher that's teaching you all your subjects and teaching you what you're supposed to know, how you're supposed to grow, what you're supposed to learn from. And if they're just posting whatever they want to post, whatever they posted in high school, whatever they posted in college, then what's stopping your students from seeing that? What's stopping the parents from seeing it and being it takes one parent to call and say, hey, I saw Mr. or Mrs. this was drunk, and I don't feel comfortable with them teaching my son or daughter, and you're done. I mean...
Yeah. I think it can be more than just alcohol, too.
Yeah.
They can promote, unhealthy behaviors towards, younger students, which is not okay.
Right.
And also, drugs.
Yeah. I feel most common would be, drugs and alcohol, posting that.
Yeah.
On a weekend party or, something like that.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not saying teachers have to not go to, you can go, it just has to be, private, like you
I
said.
do think also, with new topics such as, LGBTQ...
Any slander against that, anything
negative towards that you say in class that gets manipulated and reposted, or maybe it's just, the truth was posted.
Yeah.
That can also be
And it's really easy
really
now with
damaging.
people being able to doctor videos and, change your words. And maybe you said, I support LGBTQ, but then on the video it says, I do not support. They can take your words from different sentences and phrase them together and post the video and be they said this in class.
Yeah. I think it's important to be I respect your decision, and I will
even if mine's
respect
different.
it in class.
Yeah.
I'm not in favor of that, but I ask that you respect me just as much as I respect you.
Right. And that's
like the blanket statement that should be said. Just to like say, hey, I have respect for you, you have respect for me. Like, we're just here to develop. You're here to be a well-rounded student. Like, this is what you're here for. I'm just going to help you.
That's how,
and,
like religion is in school, too.
Yeah.
Like, all those things they have to, like, you can't pray before class.
Yeah.
But it's like, we respect if you either do or do not believe in whatever you do or do not believe in.
Yeah.
But we're not going to force something on you or something like that.
Yeah.
Which brings up, like, if your student posts it, it's different, but like you have to think about what other people can post of you too. And like, just because you're doing something and you didn't post it, it doesn't mean your friends didn't post it to theirs.
Yeah.
Like, your friend took a picture of the two of you, like, you have to think, hey, like, you can't like do anything with that, whether you're wearing a wrong shirt or you're wearing a shirt that says like promotes alcohol or drugs, or maybe you're at like a protest or something, like you couldn't, even if it's a peaceful protest that is in the news, you can't have people posting pictures of you and then they'd be like, isn't that my teacher? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, at that point I do think teachers are held higher than most others.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they are in charge of shaping what the future generation is supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for listening to our podcast about online professionalism.